Kalani, from myself and Jerem and BYU Sports Nation, welcome back home to BYU.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Studio B is a place that we hope you will find peace and solace.
I'm looking forward to
as
it, yeah.
we move forward. There was about a minute before that press conference started live on BYUtv, and we noticed you kind of looking around, soaking in all of your teammates and former band of brothers and coaches and whatnot. What was that like for you to see all of them here to welcome you back?
It was a great experience. I was just trying to, just remember it and just remember the feelings I had with all those guys, and just, I don't know, it was overwhelming, but it was a really good feeling for me, a good experience for me, their support. I felt overwhelming support from everyone in Cougar Nation and beyond, and so to have my teammates there to share this moment with, a lot of people that were influential in my life in that room, so it was special for me.
You walk into the building, and in the lobby, there's like 50 guys just waiting for you. What was that like, and did you know that was going to happen?
I didn't know that was going to happen, but I was really excited to see them. It was a reunion of sorts, and there are actually some players that played there under Coach Mendenhall, so it was good to see them, and just had a great relationship with so many different people from way back before I played to when I played to just recently, and so it was good to embrace them all and talk to them, and I look forward to getting to talk to them a lot more about the program and what their point of views are.
We're big on Twitter on this show, and I'm gathering that your phone has been blowing up like crazy with Twitter followers. Have you embraced the Twitter culture?
If you look at my Twitter account, I don't tweet quite a bit.
141 times so far.
Has it been? 140? And I don't know how many of those are originals, because I think they're probably retweets more than anything.
Retweet a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll try to keep people posted, but I have a hard time telling people that this is what I'm eating, and this is not. I'm not trying to bag on anybody else, but when I get those tweets, I get hungry, and I'm kind of upset that I'm not eating that food, and so I don't want anyone to feel that way towards me. That how come this guy's always tweeting good food, and just so I want to make people feel good, and I want to make sure that more than anything, it's a way for me to show that my appreciation for a lot of people.
It's been about 16, 17 days since Bronco Mendenhall announced that he was going to Virginia. What's the process been like since that day, and what was your reaction when you heard that news?
It was awesome. I was really happy for Coach Mendenhall. It seemed like he really wanted to go to a different program, and really excited about the pay that he was getting for him and his family. But saw an opportunity where a lot of people can come and sustain what he's already built and keep working with it. And so I embrace Coach Mendenhall and his staff and the way that they did things. I've been a fan of how they played on the field and the things that they did off the field. And so I'm just looking forward to getting to know everybody, and very, very thankful for this opportunity. And the process has been great. I mean, everything with Tom Homo has been outstanding, and President Worthen has been unbelievable as well.
Is that a wait to be contacted, or is that I'm going to send a text just to gauge the waters situation?
I think it's a wait to be contacted type of deal. I think that I don't know. I've always had my eye to BYU since I left. I think that's just what happens when you graduate from here, and so happened to be in the business of football and always followed the team, and from a distance because I was different places, but always interested in what's going on, and so I've had always a keen interest in the program, and when I saw that opportunity, I was hoping I could be in the mix.
At 40 years young, Kalani Sitake, the new head football coach of the BYU Cougars, with us on BYU Sports Nation. When you first received the official offer from Tom Homo and from BYU that, hey, we want you to be the guy, will you take the job? What was your reaction?
I tried not to jump too loud and I tried to be composed, and I was really excited, but you're just waiting for that moment. It's like proposing to your fiance, right? You hope they're going to say yes, and but when the moment hits you, it's overwhelming, and it was awesome, and it was a great experience for me, and this has all been unbelievable, and I hope to let this thing roll into my job as a head coach.
Let's talk about your name. I've read different meanings for your name, but will you tell us your full name and then the meanings of them?
Yeah, it's Kalani Sitake.
Super easy.
That's really
super easy.
Yeah, I actually learned how to spell it third grade. So.
What are the meanings of your name?
Well, the first name's Hawaiian, so it's more with the there's a lot of different meanings to it, but I don't know. I don't like talking about myself in that term, but some say there's gifts sent from heaven. Some say there's excellence from above, and so I try to tweak it to help me out in whatever situation I'm at when people ask about my name.
Does that fit into some of your goals? And that language is kind of what you used in the press conference of let's be excellent, let's be good.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I don't know. I don't know how much of it came from my name rather than the people that gave me the name. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm not here because of everything I've done. I'm here because a lot of people sacrifice and a lot of hard work by a lot of other individuals, and so I'm just a product of their hard work and sacrifice, and I'm proud to carry on.
Okay, I need you to disregard the fact that I run a 5.3 40-yard dash right now, and just let's say I'm a recruit.
He's shocked at how slow that is.
Let's say I'm a recruit, whether on the phone or in person. What kind of a pitch are you making to them about coming to BYU?
Well, I said before in the press conference that I played here. I went to school here. Student athletes and students all together that played that went to the school can tell you they're walking advertisements for the school, and so the experience here is one of a kind. There's nothing like it, and to be able to be a student here and also have the opportunity to be an athlete is a special one. And so I'm living proof of it. But there's more than that. There's a lot of others that I know that I've been lifelong friends with, never stopped, and just having that tradition and everything behind it, it's just you feel like a lot of ownership in this school, So yeah, that's going to be the recruiting pitch, and just getting to know them and see what they, what their goals are, and then see if it's in tune with what we want to do here.
Has it set in that you're the head coach of BYU football?
Not yet. I mean, I'm just really excited about the opportunity to meet the players. That's where I want to get to the work. And so, we'll see what happens as we go throughout this. But I think that my job is to serve the players first of all, and to help them, and give them the great experience that I had when I played here, and see how that goes. And who knows what that means for me as a head coach, but I'm just looking for the opportunity to help these young men.
Understandably, you said you want to put together a staff as soon as possible. Mm-hmm. What are the conversations like reaching out to assistants and trying to formulate and piece that staff together?
Well, first of all, there's a bunch of people that want to be involved, and it really doesn't take much for me to reaching out because everyone, once the rumors started, it all began from there, and then it's carried on until. I'm sure if I turn my phone on, there's a bunch of more messages there. So,
do you have a Mophie, like to charge your phone portably? Because I imagine your phone's dying a lot.
No, once the phone dies, I'm done. So you only have that small window. Once it starts getting to the red area, then you're pretty much done.
11 a.m.
Yeah, yes, it doesn't really matter. If I get time to charge it, then great. But yeah, I can't carry all this stuff with me, and phones are getting too big nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like carrying an iPad around. We've gone backwards.
For real?
Yeah. So they used to be big, and then they went small, and then now they're big again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not one to. I don't have my phone on me right now, but I'll use it for recruiting. That's the most important part.
How important is it to you to get at least part of your staff as former BYU players?
Well, if they're not, then they need to know the culture and they need to know what it's like to be part of BYU. And so, I think it's huge for our players to know that these guys can understand what they're going through, but that's not like the prerequisite of being a coach. It's more importantly, how much do you really care about these young men, and what are you willing to do to help them achieve their goals? Athletically, academically, and spiritually, socially. That's what I care about, and we're going to put together a good staff because there's a lot of people that want to be here.
There are a lot of people that are excited about the schedule next year as well, and I know you addressed that in the press conference. But just from looking at it straight up, it looks like easily the hardest schedule top to bottom that BYU has ever faced. As an independent moving forward, what kind of success do you want facing a schedule like that?
Well, the schedule's exciting. I mean, that's what we want. We want to be able to face those type of teams, traditional powers, and I think we belong in that mix. And so it's going to be awesome to get these guys ready to face that schedule. And with the first game, not very far away, and the second game right there around the corner as well. So, yeah, we're excited about it. And being independent has allowed us the opportunity to see the schedule, which is definitely a Power 5 schedule.
6 weeks and 2 days until signing day. What are the next 6 weeks going to be like for you as you try and keep certain guys and bring in your guys and all that?
A lot of hustle, a lot of work, and getting to know a lot of the young men. But recruiting is going to be really important for us. It is everything in as far as being able to evaluate our guys and their talent and also their character and how they fit in our team and our family. So that's really important for us, and it's going to be we have some time, but we need to take advantage of all of it.
Your recruiting, oddly enough, includes potentially Taysom Hill and Jamal Williams. Have you had conversations with them, and or when do you plan on doing that?
Yeah, I've talked to a great number of players here, and I plan on talking to all of them. And if we have an opportunity, I'd like to meet everyone before, we have that team meeting. But I understand some guys are out of town, and it's really important for me to connect with those guys. And looking forward to having them on this team. I think that their draw to this team has been what they started here, and so it'd be exciting to have them finish it here.
Kalani Sitake, the new head coach at BYU, with us on BYU Sports Nation. You talked about your family and the support that they have been to you in this whole process. Tell us a little bit about your wife and your kids and what the feeling is like there now that you're the head coach.
Oh, well, I met my wife at BYU. She's a student, and so we were students back in the day, and I had to convince her that I was good enough to date, first of all, but yeah, they've been awesome. And we've been followers of BYU ever since we left. And it's just a joy to be back now. So we feel at home, and it's been unbelievable, and looking forward to building a home here for a long time and having my kids grow the way I did as BYU fans, being able to get in that stadium back when it was Cougar Stadiums, now Lavelle Edwards Stadium, and be ready to roll, So I think the only time we've been back in stadiums is when we played here and the Stadium of Fire, which is really exciting for them too. But, let's get some fireworks on the field as well.
Were you ever going to see the mustache again?
I don't know. I have to get approval from the family. I had the goatee before, and obviously that doesn't fit. But everyone needs to understand the goatee was to hide the double chin. So now that I can't grow the goatee anymore, the mustache, maybe it can. The problem with the mustache, it draws attention to me. So we'll see. I don't know. I think I'll keep it off for a while.
Okay. Kalani, it's been great to have you. We're excited to have you at BYU.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Before you go, we have one of 25 in existence right now. BYU Sports Nation, stay loyal to the Royal, as Chad Lewis put it, hoodies.
Love
we would
it.
like to give you one of those.
This is our welcome to BYU gift.
Okay, thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Spencer. Appreciate it.
Glad to have you with us. We'd also like you to sign the flag before you go. We'll get you the Sharpie and take care of business there.
All right, let's go.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.